You know what really grinds my gears is when I sit down to play some Battlefield 3. I load up Battle Log and I'm like, all right, let's play some Rush. And I look at the Rush offerings on the server browser, and all I see are Grand Bazaar, Operation Metro, Davavon Peak, and the occasional Caspian border where a bunch of people are in there flying around, not playing the objective. And it's really frustrating. So I've been forced to become a TDM player, and I'm like, what? I hate TDM, but yes, that's why I'm playing TDM. But what's going on, guys, in the works? And I'm playing TDM just because I wanted to play some different maps. I'm just so sick of the same old song and map. I should have titled this video that, but I'm not going to, because this is going to be an M4 weapon loadout video, because a lot of people want me to do these, and get knifed, son. I'm getting pretty good at that, actually. I got killed for my troubles, though, but it was worth it. But yes, the M4 and the foregrip and the silencer with the optical attachment of your choice. And you're going to see me use both the holographic, and you're going to see me use it without any sight. So this is a little setup I've been fooling around with. And if you've watched my videos in the past, that I was never a huge fan of the silencer post-patch. I felt like it got a huge nerf. It kind of made it pretty sucky. And you probably also know that I'm not a huge fan of foregrip. Well, I found that in situations like that, the silencer and the foregrip combo very, very well. And this is my Incognito, behind enemy lines, close quarters, in your face, but I can also kill you at long range class. That could be the longest class name of all time. But yes, I do really enjoy this. This is one of the ones I've been fooling around with. I've been using it a lot. Like the M4 with silencer and foregrip, I've been moving it around, trying to see what's best, and this is the loadout I like the best on the M4 right now. And the M4 is one of those weapons that I've really learned to love in the past week or two, because I haven't been playing a ton of Battlefield because I've been struggling with some internet issues, if you haven't noticed, and lag city, brah. And this is an example of some of those internet issues. So a game that could have been brilliant is down the toilet. But never fear, I will zap you into the Turan highway. And this loadout right here is the exact same, except I'm just using it with a without a sight on it. And I've kind of gone back and forth. Do I want a sight on my M4? Do I want the just the normal iron sight with the ghost ring? That's what I really, really like on this. Like, honestly, if you had to say, what would you pick as your engineer weapon if you're going to be behind enemy lines, it would be M4, foregrip, silencer, no sight. And the reason why I don't like sights isn't because I think that they really detract that much. Like, obviously the holographic, I hate the reflex. You'll never see me use that. Or Cobra. So I'll either use holographic or Cobra on this. But I've honestly found that if you're going to use the Cobra, it's kind of pointless up close, because all it does is kind of get in the way. That line kind of just distracts you. I don't know what it is. I feel like I have more of a 180 vision when I'm using the that was weird. I just put my hand in the air to try to exemplify what I'm talking about. But anyways, the ghost ring makes it a lot easier to just stay on target, just to kind of see where everybody's at all around you. And honestly, I don't see a point to the Cobra if you're going to be in close. Now, if you're going to get longer ranges, yes, optical attachments will make sense. It's a lot easier to shoot somebody's little bitty head poking over a wall if you've got some sort of optical attachment on. But for the general purpose of this weapon, I tend to run it naked. And running around naked can be fun, guys. Try it out. Try it at your local school, anything like that. It can be a good time. So you don't have to always use an optical attachment. I see too many people who get crippled by that. They always like, gotta have a reflex, Well, personally, guys, I hate the reflex. I mean, it's just not my cup of tea. But yes, I do sometimes run holographic. But anyways, we've rambled on enough about optical attachments. You've seen me do some up close work. Now let's talk about the long range capabilities of this. They are lacking. However, I don't feel like it's impossible to kill people at longer ranges like I do with some of the other weapons in the game when you put a silencer on. I found that even though you do get that aim fire penalty from the foregrip, for some reason the M4 comboed with the silencer seems to be able to at least do damage to people at longer ranges, to the point where you can consider killing them. I get a lot of hit markers there. Obviously the silencer increases the drop off. I mean, that's the biggest disadvantage to it. It makes it so that the drop off starts much quicker. So normally the M4 would start its drop off at 20 meters? We'll just say 20 meters for an example. Instead, maybe now it's going to start at 15. So that's an extra 5 meters you lose of its max damage. and it's going to reach its minimum damage much quicker. So a lot of disadvantages to the silencer, but if you're using this class like you're supposed to, and I know I'm giving you guys a really bad example, but I did want to show you guys that it does work at longer ranges. If you're using this class like it's supposed to be, you're going to be up close. You're going to be within, you know, the 20 meters, and it's not really going to be an issue, because what the foregrip does is it basically gives this thing absolutely no recoil. I mean, you've got like a little like backward up recoil. You may notice if you're using the iron sights, you feel like the gun is kind of pushing up and down into your shoulder as your shoulder and shoulder. That's kind of a tongue twister. As your army dude, we'll call him that, shoots his weapon. So honestly, recoil is not going to be an issue when you're running this class, because the suppressor is going to decrease that vertical recoil a little bit. So it's really easy to take out a lot of people up close. So that's why I like this. This is what I've been fooling around with. Another class I've been fooling around with, which you guys will probably see, is the Scar. I used to love the Scar. You know, if you see my early videos, you'll see the Scar on there, and you'll be like, ooh, you used to really use that gun. And yes, it used to be good, guys. The Scar used to be good, believe it or not. And I used to run that thing with silencer and the infrared scope and just destroy face with it, but they nerfed both of those, so now it's, you know, now it sucks. So the Scar is not really that good anymore. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick loadout. It's one of the ones I've been fooling around with a lot. But if you missed any of my last videos, yesterday I did the M249 versus the MG36 showdown, which a lot of people really enjoyed. So catch up with that if you missed it, or even if you want to see something other than Battlefield, maybe expand your horizons a little bit. Check out this Counter-Strike Go video I did the other day, where I talk about how I'm a noob. But I will see you guys later. Peace.